Greetings to all. In this video, we are going to understand 30 multiple choice questions from a brief history of English language teaching. In this video, we are going to understand 30 multiple choice questions from a brief history of English language teaching. Question number 1. Who is often considered the father of modern language teaching? Option A, Socrates. Option B, Aristotle. Option C, Plato. Option D, Comenius. The correct answer is option D, Comenius. Question number 2. The grammar translation method which dominated language teaching in the 19th century emphasizes option A, vocabulary acquisition, option B, oral communication, option C, grammar rules and translation, option D, cultural immersion. The correct answer is option C, grammar rules and translation. Question number 3. The direct method focuses on option A, translation and grammar rules. Option B, explicit grammar instruction. Option C, immersion and communication. Option D, vocabulary memorization. The correct answer is option C, immersion and communication. Question number 4. The audiolingual method gained popularity in the mid 20th century and was heavily influenced by option A, behaviorist psychology, option B, humanistic psychology, option C, cognitive psychology, option D, sociocultural theory. The correct answer is option A, behaviorist psychology. Question number 5. The communicative language teaching CLT approach prioritizes option A, vocabulary memorization, option B, grammatical accuracy, option C, communication and interaction, option D, translation exercises. The correct answer is option C, communication and interaction. Question number 6. Who introduced the concept of the affective filter in language acquisition? Option A, Noam Chomsky. Option B, Stephen Grasham. Option C, Jerome Bruner. Option D, Lev Vygotsky. The correct answer is option B, Stephen Grasham. Question number 7. The silent way, a language teaching method, is associated with option A. Charles Curran, option B. Caleb Gadagno, option C. Michael West, option D. J.H. Pestalozzi. J.H. Pestalozzi. The correct answer is option B. Caleb Gadagno. Caleb Gadagno is the correct answer. Task-based language teaching (TBLT) focuses on option A. Memorization of vocabulary, option B. Completion of grammar exercises, option C. Real life communication and tasks, option D. Translation activities. The correct answer is option C. Real life communication and tasks. Question number 9. The Common European Framework of Reference for Languages (CEFR) is a framework that option A. focuses on grammar translation, option B. describes language proficiency levels, option C. promotes audiolingual methods, option D. emphasizes rote memorization. The correct answer is option B. describes language proficiency levels. Question number 10. The emergence of computer-assisted language learning (CALL) is associated with the advancement of option A. the direct method, option B. audiolingual method, option C. communicative language teaching, option D. technology in education. The correct answer is option D. technology in education. Question number 11. Who is credited with developing the total physical response (TPR) method? Option A. Stephen Grasham, option B. James Asher, option C. Michael West, option D. Noam Chomsky. The correct answer is option B. James Asher. Question number 12. The natural approach to language teaching is associated with the collaboration of option A. Stephen Krashen and Tracy Terrell, option B. Jean Piaget and Lev Vygotsky, option C. Charles Curran and Caleb Gadagno, option D. Noam Chomsky and B.F. Skinner. The natural approach to language teaching is associated with the collaboration of option A. Stephen Grasham and Tracy Terrell. Question number 13. The elective approach in language teaching involves option A, strict adherence to a single method. Option B, mixing and matching elements from various methods. Option C, focusing solely on grammar translation. Option D, exclusively using technology in the classroom. The eclectic approach in language teaching involves eclectic. The eclectic approach in language teaching involves option B, mixing and matching elements from various methods. Question number 14. In the 21st century, the use of technology in language teaching has given rise to option A, the silent way. Option B, computer assisted language learning, call. Option C, grammar translation method. Option D, audiolingual method. In the 21st century, the use of technology in language teaching has given rise to option B, computer assisted language learning, CALL, call, is the correct answer. Question number 15. The notion of world Englishes emphasizes option A, standard British English. Option B, a single global form of English. Option C, the diversity of English varieties around the world. Option D, the dominance of American English. The notion of world Englishes emphasizes option C, the diversity of English varieties around the world. Option C is the correct answer. Question number 16. The lexical approach focuses on the importance of option A, grammar rules. Option B, vocabulary and collocations. Option C, oral communication. Option D, translation exercises. The correct answer is option B, vocabulary and collocations. Question number 17. The concept of linguistic imperialism was introduced by option A, Noam Chomsky. Option B, David Crystal. Option C, Robert Blipson. Option D, Stephen Krashen. The concept of linguistic imperialism was introduced by option C, Robert Blipson. Question number 18. The theory of zone of proximal development is associated with option A, Jean Piaget. Option B, Lev Vygotsky. Option C, B.F. Skinner. Option D, Erik Erikson. The theory of Zone of proximal development is associated with option B, Lev Vygotsky. Lev Vygotsky is the correct answer. Question number 19. The Common Core State Standards CCSS in the United States primarily focus on option A, foreign language teaching methods, option B, English language proficiency standards, option C, the grammar translation method, option D, behaviorist approaches. The Common Core State Standards CCSS in the United States primarily focus on option B, English language proficiency standards. Question number 20. The idea of content and language integrated learning CLIL involves option A, separate teaching of content and language, option B, integration of language learning with academic subjects, option C, exclusive use of technology in language classes, option D, emphasis on memorization of vocabulary. The idea of content and language integrated learning CLIL involves option B, integration of language learning with academic subjects. Question number 21. The theory of multiple intelligence, which influenced language teaching, was proposed by option A, Howard Gardner, option B, Noam Chomsky, option C, Lev Vygotsky, option D, Erik Erikson. The correct answer is option A, Howard Gardner. Howard Gardner. Option A is the correct answer. Question number 22. The concept of flipped classroom in language teaching involves option A, traditional lecture based instruction, option B, students learning content outside of class and using class time for activities and discussion, option C, exclusively using technology for instruction, option D, raw memorization of vocabulary. The concept of flipped classroom in language teaching involves option B, students learning content outside of class and using class time for activities and discussion. Option B is the correct answer. Question number 23. The Common European Framework of Reference for Languages CEFR divides language proficiency into how many main levels? Option A 2, option B 4, option C 6, option D 8. The correct answer is option C 6. 6 levels. Question number 24. The critical period hypothesis suggests that there is an optimal age for option A, learning a second language, option B, developing grammar skills, option C, acquiring vocabulary, option D, mastering pronunciation. The critical period hypothesis suggests that there is an optimal age for option A, learning a second language. Option A, learning a second language is the correct answer. Question number 25. The Suggestopedia method is associated with the idea of creating a relaxed and comfortable atmosphere for language learning and was developed by option A, Jean Piaget, option B, Lev Vygotsky, option C, Stephen Grasham, option D, George Lozano. The Suggestopedia method is associated with the idea of creating a relaxed and comfortable atmosphere for language learning and was developed by option D, George Lozano. The correct answer is George Lozano. Question number 26. The concept of cultural competence in language teaching refers to option A, memorization of cultural facts, option B, understanding and engaging with diverse cultural perspectives, option C, strict adherence to a single cultural norm, option D, teaching only the dominant culture's language. The concept of cultural competence in language teaching refers to option B, understanding and engaging with diverse cultural perspectives. Question number 27. The method that involves teaching language through the analysis of its structure and the use of deductive reasoning is known as option A, the direct method, option B, the grammar translation method, option C, the audiolingual method, option D, the natural approach. The correct answer is option B, the grammar translation method. Question number 28. The concept of task supported language teaching emphasizes option A, focusing only on language form, option B, integrating language learning with real world tasks. Option C, memorization of vocabulary. Option D, strict adherence to a single method. The concept of task supported language teaching emphasizes option B, integrating language learning with real world tasks. Question number 29. The term interlanguage is associated with option A, the silent way. Option B, Grasson's input hypothesis. Option C, the natural approach. Option D, Selinger's theory of second language acquisition. The term interlanguage is associated with option D, Selinger's theory of second language acquisition. Question number 30. Last question. The concept of learner autonomy encourages students to option A, rely solely on teacher guidance. Option B, take responsibility for their own learning. Option C, avoid independent study. Option D, focus on grammar rules. The concept of learner autonomy encourages students to option B, take responsibility for their own learning. Option B is the correct answer. Thank you for watching this video. If it is useful for this video, you may like or